Hi everyone, so today I thought I would do a final update for my Finish 18 by end of 2018 project pan because it's December and I haven't done an update since July. I'm such a great project panner, I know. I'm not one of those people to update you if I haven't made any progress, so I feel like that's probably why I put it off, and also because I'm just an absolute procrastinator when it comes to these things. I'm gonna go in the same order as I did last time, and that's starting with my base makeup. So in my last update, I had about 5% left of this product, pretty much a handful of uses left, and now I've completely finished this up. This is actually the second or third one of these that I finished. I actually really like the Nars Tinted Moisturiser. Yeah, I enjoy it for a light coverage kind of base look, but I've got several other foundations I'm working through, so I haven't repurchase this. I don't plan on doing that anytime soon. So the next product is actually one that I decluttered already because I was not enjoying using it. It really had no place in my routine at all, and I didn't like it, frankly. And that is the Charlotte Tilbury Unisex Healthy Glow. I did mention in my last update that I felt like that, and I have learned that, you know, life's too short for bad makeup days, and I really don't want to force myself to have bad makeup days just to use up products. So I decluttered that one. It just was a weird product. I don't know why it was so raved about. I did fall into the hype with that one. That was Wayne Goss that recommended that product, and I just frankly didn't like it. I can see where maybe some people might like it if they really are into minimal makeup, because I kind of feel like it just doesn't do anything. You know, if you need any sort of coverage, it's not going to do it for you. The only thing it gives you is kind of a bronzed-ish look. Another foundation that I finished is the Clé de Peau Silky Cream Foundation. I had 5% left in my last update, and I've completely finished this up not that long after I did that update in July. I really like this foundation. I did have the opportunity to repurchase it in Japan, but again, I'm not looking to have 10 foundations in my collection. I really want to focus on just bringing that down to just one, maybe max two. So I did not repurchase this one. I stayed strong. It helps that this is a very pricey product. I do think it's a really nice foundation, though when I first started using it, I didn't enjoy it, but I found a way to make it work that I liked the look of. So that was mixing it with the Cover FX, those metallic glowy drops, and I think that gave a really gorgeous finish to the skin. So I do in a way miss this product, but I mean, I'm working through all my foundations at the moment, so that is not a priority to repurchase, but I do think this was a fantastic foundation. So another product that I was basically done with was this Rouge Rouge bronzing liquid. And if you've seen my full face of Rouge Rouge makeup, I actually repurchased this one because this is done, and I absolutely love this bronzer. I think it looks so natural and glowy to the skin. I do have issues with the fact that this only comes in one shade. I hate that. I really do. It does bother me that people can't try this brand because the shade range is just not very great, not inclusive or anything like that. And it is an established brand, and I would consider it. It's been around since, you know, 2011. They've had a while to think about potentially expanding the line. Next product is the Nars Laguna bronzer, and this is an oldie, let me tell you. 2012, kind of gross. And whenever I use this bronzer, I just felt like I was never making any progress. But then I look at the photos of when I started and now, and I have really made a pretty big pan in here. So I'm happy with that. But at the end of this year, this is going to be decluttered because it's way too old. Oh, I just can't risk having any skin breakouts, irritations, or anything like that. I did enjoy this bronzer, but I have got so many bronzers to work through. I'm not purchasing any more bronzers. So yeah, it just goes to show that these kind of products take ages to use up, and I really just don't need 10 different shades of bronzer, really. I'm pretty happy with the amount of product I got out of this because I feel like, yeah, it just keeps going. So moving on to highlighters. This is kind of a bronzer highlighter duo. This is the 3 Shimmering Duo in 02. I have completely used this up. Yay! I actually really enjoyed using this. I was considering buying another one when I was in Japan in August, but I didn't because again, I have so many of these, they take ages to use up, so I really just don't need any more. My mum actually wanted to buy this when she went to Japan and came back recently this month, but apparently they no longer make these anymore. So that's a bit of a pity. I think they sell these in singles rather than duos like this. I do think this is a great product. I think 3 makes some fantastic products. Some of their liquid eyeshadows that I have, they're really just not great because they're too sheer. But if like that is 3's aesthetic, kind of like I feel like it's the Glossier, the Japanese Glossier, you know, that kind of no makeup, effortless, you know, I just woke up like this kind of thing. I was really happy with this product, and I'm so glad it's done because I'm trying to use up more of my cream products, and I have got quite a few to work through for next year. Next highlighter is this Cover FX Enhancer Drops in Sunlight that I bought when I was in New York back in September of 2016. Last time I had 10% of the product left. Now it's finished up. And I have to say, this was one of those products that I did not like when I was first using it. Couldn't find a way to make it work in my routine, but I found that this mixed with this foundation worked perfectly because this foundation is a pretty tacky foundation. I found that it didn't really set, and then this was so fast setting that this two together worked well when I mixed them together and then applied it on the skin. And I have to say, I really loved the look of it. It gave me a really luminous look. I have got these iconic drops, and I just don't think they're as good as this. This has kind of more fine shimmers to it. It's not like chunks of glitter particles or anything. I don't feel like this blends as well. It's not as seamless in the skin. So if I was going to repurchase this again, which it's not going to happen, but I would go for the Cover FX personally. I'm super happy I finished it up because I know for a fact that if I hadn't done my project pan, this is the kind of product that I just wouldn't have touched, wouldn't have used, just would have given up on finding a way to make it work and use up the product. Again, I've realized that I don't like forcing myself to use products I don't like, but I genuinely did enjoy using this product in conjunction with this foundation. So I'm really happy with that. Moving on to blushes, I've got the RMK Classic Film Cheeks in 01. And this is all used up. Last time I had just the teensiest bit of product left. I did enjoy using this, but oh my goodness, the applicator. Just, what is this? You know, the color's nice. Obviously there are bits of product in here that you can't quite get to, but I'm not gonna full on try and get it all out because to me this is pretty much done. The rest in here is unusable product. The packaging is a bit flimsy personally because this shouldn't happen. But yeah, this is done. I do love myself a cream blush. And that's what I've realized this year. I enjoy cream products. What a surprise on dry skin. Looks better than powder. Okay, so a product that I didn't do so great on is this one. This is a cheek palette from Nars. Man, I feel like I just did not make any progress with this one. And yeah, this is what it looks like now. I've been focusing on Luster, which is this orange blush, but I have yet to hit pan. There is a significant dip in here, but it's nothing to rave about. You know, it's just doesn't want to finish. This is pretty much the only powder blush that I've been using this whole entire year. I am a little bit sick of it. I want to use other blushes now. I am going to keep this palette. I do think it's a good palette. I actually wanted to get the Hot Tryst palette from their holiday collection, but that was all sold out. And luckily it was sold out because, you know, these take forever to use up. So I really just don't need more cheek products. I do enjoy this one and I do like Luster. I have used some of the other shades in here. I use this as a kind of finishing powder, setting powder, which is fine. This is Laguna. I have used that before. I did take this traveling with me. So I have used some of the shades, but yeah, focused on Luster. I guess the silver lining on that is that I have actually used this palette because previously, before this project pan, I hadn't touched this palette in pretty much ever. So I actually did get some good use out of it. And it's just taught me, you know, don't buy blushes, bronzers, highlighters. They take forever to use up. I really do feel like this is really, it's done me well. It just, yeah, there's a lot of product in here. Not gonna buy any more of these cheap palettes unless they get me with the packaging. Next product is another one that I just feel like I didn't do that great with, just because a little goes such a long way, and I cannot see the light at the end of the tunnel. And this is the Urban Decay Primer Potion, the original one. This is really old because I don't think it comes in these squeezy tubes anymore. They come with the doe foot applicator. When I first started, I had the full product. Last update, I had 60% left. I would say I marked it here. I would say that's just a little under half, maybe 40% left. And I just want to use other primers, to be honest. I don't think this is the best primer for me. I've got texture on my eyelids because I've got lots of folds there. And this one does crease with a lot of my eyeshadows. Some of them it doesn't. Like if I use this with my Huda Beauty palettes, doesn't crease. I will keep it around because I know it does work for some of my eyeshadows, but I am going to be using other primers that I like. You're making me look bad. So I thought I had heaps more products to talk about, but looks like I just have one. So that's great. And that is the HD powder from Makeup Forever. As you can see, this is done. I transferred this into this Suqqu jar when I finished this one up because this is just too small for a jar. Like swirling your brush around, it's very, very impractical in my opinion. I think this is the full size. Yes, this is the full size. I just think the jar is way too small. Make a bigger jar. And I feel like when I transferred this into this, it made the end goal look more attainable because it just looked like there was less product in here. And I did use this up not too long ago. So it did take me a long time to use this up because the HD powder, if you use too much of it, it leaves a white cast. So you only really need the tiniest amount. And then it doesn't give that white cast to your face. Yeah, I'm glad I've used this up. I had another one that I decluttered and I potentially have another one of these. Hopefully not, I don't know, but wouldn't repurchase this again. I'm not a fan of this powder. I just don't feel like it really does me any favors. So yeah, that's it. I'm so glad to have those powders out of my life. I mean, I just thought I wouldn't be using these up completely, so really happy with that. So how did I go? I had 18 products at the start of this project and I finished up 14, which is a miracle because I don't usually finish up products. So I am actually really happy with that. And the feeling of when you finish a product, it's just so satisfying. 2 were kind of accidents. The Charlotte Tilbury, the highlighter bronzer palette, that was an accident because Joey smashed that one, but I'm gonna count it anyway. And then the Clinique Chubby stick, in my last update, you'll have seen as I was applying it, the chunk came off. So it is what it is. Finished it up. I really tried my best. And then one I decluttered, which was the Unisex Healthy Glow from Charlotte Tilbury. Not worth keeping my life. And then the 3 that I didn't were these 3 products. It doesn't surprise me that it's powders that I didn't finish because they take ages to actually work through. I think my goal was to just hit pan on this, and this one was to use it all up, but I still am happy with the progress I made. And then this one I thought I would use up and I just didn't. I've been using this literally every day and I couldn't finish it up. So I would have to say that I have learned so much from doing a project pan because this is my first project pan ever. I think what this has taught me is how long products actually take to use up. Cream products I can go through pretty quickly, but powders take me ages, and because of that I haven't been buying a lot of, you know, blushes, bronzers, highlighters this year, which I think I wouldn't have done if I hadn't done this project pan because I wouldn't have had that realization. I do think it's been good in that sense. I did choose strategically complexion products because those are the kind of products that I pretty much use the same thing every day. Eyeshadows are another story because I use different eyeshadows every day, but complexion products I felt were more reasonable of a goal for me. Like I said before, another thing I came to the realization of was that life is too short for bad makeup days. if a product's not going to work for me, I don't want to keep using it and then having a bad makeup day, basically, because I have awesome products in my life and those deserve love. If it sucks, it's out. If it wasn't fantastic, but I felt like I could use it, like this primer, I did still use it because I knew that this worked for some products. So yeah, I really did enjoy it. I mean, I could have updated more, I would say, because I had 2 updates in this entire year. Overall, in this whole Project Pan series, I've had 4 videos, so including this one, which is pretty tragic. But yeah, I am overall really happy with it. I was very unsure whether or not I was gonna make any progress because I'm just, yeah, like I said, I'm not someone that I feel like uses up a lot of products all the time. Again, I really love the satisfaction of using up a product. And that feeling just so outweighs, you know, the attainment of makeup. So I will be doing another Project Pan in 2019. That video will come up sometime in future, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this, and thank you so much everyone for your support. I need it, because if it wasn't for you guys encouraging me and hounding me down for updates, I wouldn't do it. Anyway, if you want to see more of my face, if you want to see what's going to happen next year, please subscribe, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.